Hello citizens and welcome back. In today's video I would like to talk about the recently mentioned changes to the Arena Commander module, why we need it, and what this means for Theaters of War. As always, if you like this video, sacrifice a like and a comment to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. And here's a shout out to our amazing patrons for their support of the channel and the Armory. So, the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen was focused on Arena Commander and also Star Marine to some extent. This is very interesting as many backers enjoyed the original modes and I believe they have a very important place in Star Citizen moving forward. The original goal of the two game modes was to provide a demo while the persistent universe was being worked on, but I think the long-term goal was to provide players with a simulated environment to practice and test out different things in a safe environment. This will be especially important once permadeath is in-game, and it seems that CIG is indeed trying to transform Arena Commander in this general direction. Now, as we learned, the Arena Commander team is very small, and they have taken some people over from Firesprite to continue the effort after the official cooperation ended. The visual updates to the maps themselves are quite big, but not very relevant to the big picture. More importantly, the existing maps were updated with new tech so they match what we see in the PU. Another very interesting update was mentioned with the racing mode of Arena Commander. They now have the ability to transfer racetracks from the PU into Arena Commander with minimal effort. This is very important because with such a small team trying to achieve such a big goal, it's important to have tools and processes to decrease the amount of work needed. And apparently they will be able to do this with some combat locations as well, places like the Jericho Station or SPK or maybe even the bunkers we find around the verse, which is also very exciting and will provide players and orgs with a place to safely practice. Also, this ability to isolate certain object containers will be invaluable to test new locations during development. However, the most important and useful updates are happening on the front end. They're updating all of the UI to building blocks, which will make development much easier. They're also reworking the UI completely to make the gear selection and ship customization process a lot easier. This is a very important quality of life update because the current version is quite cumbersome and sometimes doesn't work. This also comes with a matchmaking overhaul and most importantly the return of private sessions, which have been disabled over 2 years ago. Okay, so what does this imply for Theaters of War and what other future developments could CIG make? Well, Theaters of War was not specifically mentioned in the ISC episode, but it was later confirmed on Spectrum that it is still in development and that there are other former Firesprite developers who joined CIG to work on it, which leads me to believe that it's also a small team, but they're working on bringing the game mode into the game. Though I don't think the performance issues were solved yet and likely won't be until proper server meshing is in place. Also, I wonder if further development of Star Marine could make Theaters of War redundant, especially once larger FPS or combined arms maps are added. But that remains to be seen. Personally, I would love to see Theaters of War being reintroduced as I very much enjoyed testing it. As far as Arena Commander, CIG is probably exploring this already, but I would like to see some more non-combat and industry-focused scenarios as well. For example, a small mining area to test your loadout or new consumables. Also, I think that Arena Commander could be a place where in-game tutorial scenarios would be placed. Just basic tutorials like ship operations, introductions to various gameplay loops and similar. But these can be quickly added once all the tech is in place, and I have no doubt that CIG will actually do this. Overall, the upcoming features for Arena Commander look very exciting. There's also a mention of separate patch notes for Arena Commander, but I don't think this means that we will get separate releases for it. With that being said, that's it for tonight. What do you think? Is this effort worth it? What features would you like to see in Arena Commander? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, fly safe, and I will see you in the verse.